Who is the greatest basketball player of all time? By Harsh Patel.
For many years, there has been the debate going on over who the greatest basketball player of all time is. The debate has mainly been narrowed down to two standout players, Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Michael Jordan was originally the best player of his time when he played in the league from 1984 to 2003. Then LeBron James entered the league in 2003 and is still currently playing today with the Los Angeles Lakers. Many people have different opinions of this debate. I recently surveyed a group of my friends in which 5 people voted for LeBron James as the greatest player, 5 people for Michael Jordan, 2 people said other. At the dinner table at a wedding I was at over Thanksgiving break, I brought up this debate, and 2 of my friends argued about this topic for roughly 30 minutes. There have been many debates on ESPN, YouTube videos, podcasts, and articles written all over the world over who the greatest basketball player of all time is. I'm here to tell you why LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of all time. In a more modern, competitive era, LeBron James has proven his value as the greatest NBA basketball player of all time through his statistical advantage, his dominant physicality, and his impact on every team he has played for. Not only has LeBron James been more successful on the court than Michael Jordan and every other player in the league, but he's also proven himself as an icon of greatness off the court as well. He's founded many organizations like his I Promise School, and he has created a culture through social media that Michael Jordan just can't compete with. On top of this, sports technology has greatly improved from 1984 until now. With these technological advantages, LeBron is able to further surpass Michael Jordan's physicality and has taken the title of greatest basketball player of all time.
In a recent poll I conducted over social media, I was able to find out that 65% of my followers at the time were in favor of LeBron James being the greatest basketball player of all time, whereas 35% were for Michael Jordan as the greatest basketball player of all time. As you can see, LeBron James holds a greater statistical advantage over Michael Jordan. In his career, he has scored more total points, he has gotten more total rebounds, he has passed more total assists, he has had more total blocks, and he has played more total games because he has been more durable throughout his career. And the only thing that Michael Jordan is able to beat him out in is total steals. LeBron James has also proven himself to statistically dominate Michael Jordan in the playoffs as well as just the regular season. Not to mention, LeBron James is the only player in NBA history with 30,000 points, 8,000 assists, and 8,000 rebounds. LeBron beats Michael Jordan in all NBA first-team selections and per-game statistics for rebounds, assists, blocks, and overall field goal percentage. His bully ball style on offense proves to be unstoppable, and he has continued to be a force to be reckoned with on defense. His trademark chase down blocks have become viral all over social media, as you can see in this video right here. LeBron was a more efficient scorer in that he averaged only 2.9 fewer points on 3.3 fewer shot attempts. Another value of comparison for these two players is their team's performances following their departures. When Michael Jordan left the Bulls in 1993 and 1994, the Bulls went on to go 55-27, only 2 wins short of the previous season when Michael Jordan was a part of the team. However, when LeBron James made the decision to depart Cleveland in 2009, their record changed from 61-21 to 19-63. These numbers clearly indicate whose presence was more valuable to their respective team. Since Michael Jordan's era, nutrition has advanced greatly. LeBron James was recently on record saying that he spends more than $1.5 million annually on his 6'9", 260-pound frame, his body, which is his most valuable asset. Michael Jordan has never had to face the talent and athleticism that LeBron has faced with today. LeBron's era is one of heightened competition with super teams and player movement. LeBron James had to play arguably the best team in NBA history with the Warriors super team, whereas Michael Jordan was not playing teams nearly at this caliber. LeBron James' opponents in the finals have included two or more All-Stars in 7 out of his 9 appearances with the Miami Heat and the Cleveland Cavaliers. At the age of 34, LeBron James' level of play has not slowed down. He is still averaging the most rebounds and assists of his career. Like fine wine, he has only gotten better with age, with no signs of slowing down. The case for LeBron James being the greatest basketball player of all time is only being improved every year that LeBron James plays basketball.
Here I have with me Hamza Qureshi, my roommate and also an NBA fanatic, as well as a LeBron fanatic and a hardcore LeBron fan. Mr. Qureshi, why is Michael Jordan not the greatest of all time despite winning more championships?
I think the biggest reason as to why Michael's not the greatest player of all time is because of the lack of adversity that he faced throughout his career. I mean, if you look at it, he was really dependent on one key player throughout his career, Scottie Pippen. He didn't have much success without him. In fact, before he got there, he was just 1-9 in playoff games, and meaning that in his first 3 seasons, he didn't advance in the playoffs at all. LeBron, on the other hand, was not dependent on any player. He won in numerous locations.
So why is LeBron James the greatest player of all time?
I think if you look at it, LeBron's he's first of all, he's bigger than MJ, he's stronger than MJ, he's a better rebounder, he's a better passer, and overall in stats he's lapped MJ in points, rebounds, assists, blocks. I think the only thing that MJ leads him in is steals. On top of that, LeBron is more efficient from the field, from the inside and outside from the three-point line. And on top of that, it's just a combination of all of that.
So can you explain to us what the GOAT and the crown means on your hoodie?
Sure. So the GOAT stands for greatest of all time. The crown is symbolic of LeBron James' nickname, King James. And then the purple and gold is the team that he currently plays for, the Los Angeles Lakers. And the 23 being his number.
Thank you, Mr. Qureshi.
Over the past week, I went to a wedding in Atlanta and I had the opportunity to witness my friends argue about LeBron James and Michael Jordan being the greatest player for 20 minutes. Here's a video of them arguing that's fast forwarded. Since Michael Jordan's era, sports technology has greatly improved. Athletes have been able to receive better training and care as the science and technological equipment have made advances. Athletes are able to recover from injuries quicker and are able to return to their prime levels more efficiently with the increased sports medicine technology. Special training and dieting techniques have been learned that make athletes maintain their bodies at a healthier and more professional degree than have been in the past years. With better training facilities and equipment, LeBron James has been able to compete in a heavily contested modern era at a higher level than Michael Jordan was competing with during his era, where much of the technology present today was not available then. Another thing that technology has helped with is the growing social media presence that LeBron James has been able to pick up. This social media presence has increased LeBron's fan base, keeping them more engaged as they can keep up with his life directly on the daily. With this increased fan base, LeBron has gathered more jersey sales, shoe sales, and gained international attention as a basketball icon both on and off of the court. LeBron has nearly tripled the followers as Michael Jordan has. With these followers, LeBron does not just seek attention. He has turned his page devoted to social activism as well as community service and pride. He promotes younger kids and organizations that are trying to better the world. LeBron himself has also initiated many charitable organizations, his most notable being his I Promise School, founded back in his hometown of Akron, Ohio.
Every kid that walked through those doors, every kid, from 240 kids that we're starting with right now, 3rd and 4th grade, to 2022, where we're gonna have 1st through 8th grade. We want every kid that walked through this school to be inspired, to come away with something.
As great as LeBron James has been on the court, his actions off the court mean just as much, if not more, for his character and his skill level as a player. LeBron has always been passionate about giving back to his community. Now the man who was just once a poor kid from Akron is doing his best to give back to his hometown, and his legacy will clearly be more than just basketball. With his recent actions, it has become incredibly clear that he really is more than just an athlete. Not only has LeBron James been able to establish himself as the greatest basketball player on the court, but he has clearly established himself as one of the most generous players off the court as well. LeBron James has already proven himself to be the greatest basketball player of all time, and he is only still going. He still has a few years left in the tank, and his numbers and progress will only improve. Not only does he have the statistics to support his case already, but he also has the physicality and character unparalleled to any other player that has played in the National Basketball Association. His value has improved and impacted every single team that he has played for. With technological advances that were not there in past years, LeBron James has been able to beat off and dominate physically more so than Michael Jordan and other players in the past were able to in their time. His contributions off the court have impacted millions of lives across the world. His mentality, discipline, and skill have proven him to be the greatest basketball player of all time, not only on the court, but also off the court.